called a Robot-Coupe. It's the R2 dice. It's also a food processor, but it can dice, slice, whip, chip, anything you want. But right now I have it set up for my dicing with a 1/2 inch square. And as you can see, it cuts them up pretty uniformly. These are some potatoes I had. I bought a 50-pound sack and I had some left. Didn't want to go bad, so I'm going to make some hash brown potatoes and get those ready to go. So here's what I've done. I want to show you an example. I've taken some onions, and I had some onions left over. I bought a 50-pound sack, and I got those down to where I make my shoestring onion rings, and that's a whole nother video, but I do a shoestring video with onion rings with these. And I had some bell peppers. So I sliced up the 5 bell peppers I had, diced those up. I shredded up about 10 onions, and these things can go a block long, to be honest with you. Sometimes these things are so long, it's ridiculous. But I take my shoestring fries and I chop those up and dice those up, and then I add them into these bags, and then I put them in the freezer. These are freezer bags that I buy. See, it says freezer on them, so they're equipped to go in the freezer. And then I take my potatoes and I put 1 layer of potatoes, about 3 cups, 4 cups, and then a layer of onion and a layer of bell pepper. And sometimes I'll do garlic, but I didn't do garlic in this bag. And then I top them with some more potatoes. And I wash these potatoes in cold water first so they don't oxidize. Now, these have been sitting out about 15 minutes. You can see they haven't oxidized. But then I suck all the air out. And then you have potatoes for country-style potatoes ready in the freezer when you want. This is just like you buy in the store, except these are made fresh. And you can make these for, I'm talking not even 50 cents a bag. You're talking maybe a dime or a quarter for what it's costing me for this, because I only paid $6 for a 50-pound bag of potatoes. So it gives you an idea. And this is what's left of it. So I'm gonna have probably these for about, I gotta have about 6 or 8 of these bags here. And then I just took out the dicer and just used the slicer, and I sliced these up and sucked the air out. And these are 2 big bags I have of just potatoes, and I use these for like potato au gratin and all that. So if I want a batch of potato au gratin and my potatoes are in there and I got all these potatoes now left over, I'll just go in the freezer, take out a bag, rip it open, throw it in the oven with some cheese, heavy whipping cream, garlic, and butter. Put it in the freezer, cover it with foil, top it with cheese, and potatoes au gratin are in the oven. But I'm using these potatoes, but I'm only paying a dime, 20 cents a bag or whatever for this. So I'm getting a meal for free. So I just want to tell you, this machine gets the job done. This is a professional machine. This is the Robot-Coupe Dice 2. Now, you can use this for making purees, sauces, and all that also. But actually, when it comes to that, I actually bought another one. And I'll show you that one. Now, they do the exact same thing. This one's a processor, and it's just that I'll show you my other processing top. But I use this one for making my purees, my meringues, not meringues, but my marinades and stuff like that, or dicing up stuff. Use it as a food processor. But you could interchange those parts and use this the same way. You only need 1 unit. But I used in the professional kitchen, I had 2 of these simply because I can get twice the work done twice as fast. This machine will eliminate 2 or 3 employees. I'm talking gone. So if you had 2 of them, unemployment line gonna be full. But if you have this machine, it'll pulse, it'll knock out stuff in record time. This is used in a professional kitchen. I recommend them. They're a great product, and the motor lasts almost forever. It's a great one. But you see it, you feel everything through the top on this one, and I'll show you the other container I got. The other one I got, it's the same thing. Here's the unit here. You just remove this off the top of here by just twisting it. You take it off, and then place this unit on top of there, and you have the same unit that I showed you just before. And it does the same thing. You can make mayonnaises, and it has a little whipper blade that goes inside. This one has the tall blade, and the other unit I have has a short blade. But it'll dice, slice, grind. You can use it for grinding peanuts or breadcrumbs into French bread. You could take some French bread, add it inside here, and grind it up and have your breadcrumbs. You can add basil in here, or toasted almonds, or pine nuts if you want to make a pesto sauce. You just add your pine nuts in here, toasted pine nuts in here, and then your Parmesan cheese, and drizzle in your oil and your basil, and you'll have the best pesto in the world. And it does it in seconds. And when I'm telling you, fine, beautiful chop, this machine is the way to go. And it will last you a lifetime. This is the Robot-Coupe. You have all different companies, but I recommend the R2. And the Dice does the dicing and the processing. And they all do the same thing, they interchange, but there's commercial ones, I think called the 100, you can use for home use. And then you got the Robot-Coupe, the R2, and then they go up to R2, R3, R5. They go up to where they're doing thousands of pounds of of food in minutes. I mean, and I think, and you get you a potato. I'm using this one right now on the dice, as you can see, as a dice. But you can buy the different blades that go inside here, and I'll show you inside here. You just twist this all stuff off. And this is the 1/2-inch blade here, and underneath this blade, I have a grate that has a grate that actually makes the little dice cuts, and everything comes out about this size here. So it slices it a 1/2 inch thick first, enough to, fit underneath this blade here, as you can see. It slices it like that, and then it pushes it through another plate that has like a grid, and it makes it this size. So everything's uniform. But you can buy these in 3/8. You can buy these in 1/2 inch. You can buy these in 1/4. You can buy these blades. This is a 1/2 inch blade, but you can buy them in 1/4 of an inch, 3/16, 1/16 for potato chips. It's universal. This machine, just buy the different plates that you want and the sizes you want. You can do julienne carrots. You can make French fries. You drop in here and slice a whole potato into perfectly cut French fries. I just added garlic and bacon and olive oil and salt and pepper. And as you can see, looking delicious. We did in about 20-25 minutes. So it's 30-35 pounds of onions. We cut up with this thing in about 25 minutes. And that's with my wife just pushing the button. Then she started bagging, but as you can see, all diced onion ready to go in the freezer. You can do bell peppers, everything the same way. Save yourself some time and money. Buy in bulk and freeze. Now you can do your holy trinity, my wife said. Do your onions, your bell pepper, and your celery, and you'll have the holy trinity, and you can bag these up, and ta-da, all your work's done. Especially if you portion them out, depending on your dish. Okay, let's E-Money and J. Ramel signing out. E-Money Blue signing out with some more tips for you on how to save money and make your dollars stretch. Take care. If you like what you saw, thumbs up or subscribe. Thank you.